Station, Texas. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. On the move. Got enough for the first. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Got a little grass. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Reed escapes the pressure to his right. Lets it fly. The short hands, it's Bussey. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better?
Could be an alley. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games. You need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They give it to him again. Oh, here's a little room there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. LSU right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Tackled there by the defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quarterback moving. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. On the move, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to impose their will with a run. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback keeps it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single.
A shot toward the end zone, and it won't make the connection going for the big play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion from the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Running inside, it's Edwards. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Texas A&M going quickly.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Reed. Firing toward the end zone. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, and touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass, it's Levin. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Running the red zone, it's Berry. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Reed. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wilson's got it. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job out there.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting more south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
On the option. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
The run inside. It's Durham. Might have a chance, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he makes the extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to the ground game on the left. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Reed to throw. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
Quarterbacks have got to play fast. If they know you're throwing from the pocket in an empty set, you know you're not getting a lot of extra help in pass protection, right? No running backs, no tight ends helping out these offensive linemen. I think that's a play the quarterback has got to do a better job just getting the ball a hair sooner.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Reed. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Reed to the air again. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the point after is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Finding open areas. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with UAB taking on the number 23 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Blazers able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll take it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
He might want another play. Reed. Got his man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running inside. It's Berry. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Maybe some room here. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
On first down, it's Durham again. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Texas A&M going quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Horton. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Complete. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Now on the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's Reed to throw. Under fire. And they got it.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Edwards. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Reed throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Looking for the score. Grabs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that now? A couple of times on this drive, we've seen this offense convert on 4th down. They're getting the big plays when they need them the most.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. 4th down, Reed. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of blew them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Escapes the pressure going right. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Caught. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throwing Reed. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way.